What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. Yes, I am the self-proclaimed wing king and the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings. So you already know, guys, what we got to do. Respect the lemon pepper. Now, if you want to learn how to make the best lemon pepper wings on the planet, I can show you how. Click that link above me and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, in today's video, I received a request from a subscriber asking me to make barbecue raspberry chipotle wings. I immediately said, okay. It sounds good, guys, and guess what? It tastes good. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. Right here we have our Publix green wise chicken, of course. We have some red raspberry preserves. I have some apple cider vinegar, liquid smoke, red onion, 14-ounce can of tomato sauce, minced garlic, olive oil, brown sugar, 2 6-ounce packages of red raspberries, and I have right here, I have some chili peppers and adobo sauce here. So these are the ingredients you're going to need. So let's get started. All right, so I've already cut and cleaned our chicken and measured out our ingredients. So let me tell you what we have here. I have right here 12 ounces of fresh raspberries, 15 ounces of tomato sauce. I have 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. I have a half a cup of chopped onions, a half a cup of red raspberry preserves. I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I have 2 chopped chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. I have 1/4 cup of brown sugar here. I have 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I have a 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar and another 2 tablespoons of brown sugar here. And right here I just have some seasoning for my chicken. So what I used, and this is 2 teaspoons, and what I did was I used some of this barbecue rub here, and I also used some of this holy smoke. So you can use any type of seasoning you want. You can just do regular salt and pepper if you want, but since this is a barbecue style type a barbecue style wing, I'm definitely going to use something that has some type of barbecue flavor in it. All right, so this is what we're going to use, so let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get these chicken pieces seasoned up and into the oven while we make our delicious raspberry chipotle raspberry barbecue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this seasoning here that I whipped up, add it to my chicken, and I'm gonna give this a good mix like this. And this is all you want, guys. You don't need much. You just want a little flavor on the chicken. And this is what I got right here. All right, so let's move on to the next step. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I've already lined our baking sheet with aluminum foil. I'm gonna spray this bad baby with some cooking spray so our chicken doesn't stick to the pan. And then so also it's easy cleanup. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding these chicken pieces here, skin side down, 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart. We're gonna try not to overcrowd our pan like always. Give these bad babies some room to breathe while they're cooking. Chicken needs their space just like we need our space, so make sure you give it a little space. All right, so that's what we have. Now, I've already preheated our oven to 400 degrees, and I'm gonna stick these bad babies in here for about 40 to 50 minutes and turn them over halfway through the cooking process. Guys, I'm tired of telling you, if you don't want to cook your wings for 50 minutes, don't. That's just what I do, because I like mine crispy. Don't comment telling me that they in there too long. They're in there just right for me. Cook your wings the way you want to cook them. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start preparing our chipotle raspberry barbecue sauce. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add our olive oil, and we're going to let that come up to temperature. And once that comes to temperature, we're going to add our onions. All right, so it looks like it's coming up to temperature, so let's add our onions in here. And we're going to cook our onions for about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, so it looks like we've got these, our onions translucent like we want them. So next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna add our garlic and we're gonna add our chipotle peppers. And we're gonna go ahead and get that a mix real quick. We don't wanna burn our garlic. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our tomato sauce. Next, let's add our 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar and our 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, our liquid smoke, and our apple cider vinegar. And we're gonna give this a good mix. And you wanna make sure, bring it to a boil. I'm sorry, what you wanna do, don't bring it to a boil yet, keep it on low, and you wanna make sure all the brown sugar has actually dissolved. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding our raspberries. And we actually want to bring this to a boil. You wanna get those raspberries all mashed up in there. Bring it to a boil. Let's get this thing to a boil real quick. While this coming to a boil, guys, I'm mashing up our raspberries into the sauce. Continue to stir it. And I'm gonna give it a little taste test and see what it tastes like so far. Tastes pretty good. All right, so now it's to a boil. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the raspberry preserves. And that's just gonna make that raspberry flavor just stick out just a little bit more. And we're gonna stir that in there. And we're going to drop the temperature and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, guys, so it looks like our barbecue sauce is done. And I'm gonna tell you what I did. What I did was I added another 1/2 cup of the raspberry preserves. And the reason I wanted to do that is because I wanted to make sure that I take the tomato sauce taste out of it. Just the raspberries along with that 1/2 cup, I can still kind of taste like the tomato sauce. That's not how I want my barbecue sauce. I want my barbecue sauce to be, I want it to be sweet and tangy. I don't want it to taste like tomato sauce, even though I know most barbecue sauce is made from tomato sauce, but I don't want mine tasting like tomato sauce. So that's what I did. So I'm gonna give it another try, see what it tastes like. And this is perfect. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this sauce into this bowl. I don't know if all of it's gonna fit in there, but I'm gonna save some here, freeze some for later. Because you can put this on anything, guys. You can put it on anything. All right, so take a look at it, what we have. All right, and let's move on. All right, guys, this is what we have here. Our wings are done. So what we're gonna do right quick is I'm gonna add these right here to this empty bowl real quick, like this. Because we're not done. We're definitely not done. All right, let's push this back over here. Let's sit that right there. So I'm gonna take our barbecue sauce that's here, and I'm going to take a spoonful. Now you could have probably, if you wanted to, you could have basted it in the oven if you want to, but I didn't want to baste it. I'm gonna take this barbecue sauce here because I want to make sure I get these things fully covered. All right, you want to do it like that. And what I want to do, I mean, you could do a little shake and bake if you want to, but I'm just gonna move them around here. And now what I'm gonna do, guys, you already know, I'm dumping these bad babies back onto our baking sheet, like that. Back onto the baking sheet. And I'm gonna put them back into the oven to let this barbecue sauce cook into them for about another 5 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. And guys, this is what we have right here after I brought them back out the oven. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna brush them just a little bit more on the top with some of this sauce after I let it cook in. But you also want to give it that final brush to that right there. I mean, if you know how to cook barbecue, this is how you do it, man. Let it cook with the barbecue sauce on it. Then you go back and you add that last coat on there before you serve it. That's how you do that barbecue. Now, that's what it is. Now we cooking with gas, guys. All right, so let me get these babies all dressed up and I'll be right back. And there you have it. Raspberry Chipotle barbecue wings. And before I begin, let's have a moment of silence for this work of art. All right, so I want to give a shout out to the subscriber that recommend I make this recipe. I really appreciate it. You are right on the money. These things are beautiful and delicious. So guys, if you need the ingredients and the measurement, they're all in the video description below. If you need these items, go ahead, click the links. It'll take you straight to Amazon and you can purchase them. I really appreciate everybody who's been supporting the channel. And if it's your first time here and you love good wing recipes and you love to make easy appetizer recipes, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I mean, look at this. Are you disappointed? You can't be. All right? If you are, then you're blind. I'm telling you, this is a work of art, guys. So y'all want me to taste one. I want to taste one too. So let me go ahead and grab this one here that's looking real beautiful over here. Look at that. Guys, these bad babies don't stand a chance when this camera go off. All right? And I am out. Peace.